Love those pieces and love Mark Cunningham. How incredible is it to see, of course, how far we've come, but to witness the bravery. I mean, thank goodness that's all on tape, the early sessions at Pipeline. You know, the surfers out here, they're riding around 6 foot, 6'4" surfboards. They used to ride 10-foot boards that are about 40 pounds, single fin, nearly impossible to control. These surfers that are the pioneers of Pipeline, I mean, put them up there with First Man on the Moon, right there. I mean, it is truly a pioneering effort, and full credit to the incredible bravery it took to challenge yourself the first few seasons over here on the North Shore.
I mean, Kanoa, we've seen him grow from strength to strength. Every season, he just morphs into more of an elite athlete.
Well, he's got his hands full because straight off the buzzer, no surprise that Seth Moniz gets the early wave of the heat, planting his flag here at Pipeline as he does day in, day out. Definitely one of the top surfers on the pecking order on any given day at Pipeline. Seth Moniz is that good out here at Pipeline.
He's just waiting for that watershed moment. Watch the thrust here as he just pumps and finds a bit of speed. Wow, he disengages there as that wave spits. He almost gets, just levitates through that barrel. But watch here, has to maintain that board, keep it in the lip. Does that little thrust, that pump as he's holding onto the rail. He knows he's going to have to hold on for dear life as he gets that momentum and comes through with the spit. So much support on the beach. It's so fun, like you said, to hear surf fans, to be down here and hear them cheering on their favorite surfers. There was so much bump and lump, rib up the face that wave. He kind of made that split-second decision too.
Love to see the little shuffle. I mean, there would be 100 people out there if this was a free surf, but to see it with just 3, pretty cool to watch. And launching from the top rope. Welcome to the championship tour, Carlos Munoz. He will be deadly in this competition, and he's got plenty of time in this heat as we go to Seth Moniz.
Wow.
Boom. Just like that.
Get another look at Seth as he locks in on the second wave. Shifts that weight forward, stands with the hands free, comes out in the top third of that wave. Just so well read. There's definitely a clear difference between the guys that have spent hours and hours of time out here in the lineup and the way that they read this wave and their body language.
He saw his buddy Barron do it earlier. He goes, you know what, we're just going to keep this kind of a local affair. He dropped another big score. But watch out, Kanoa Igarashi grabs his rail, in danger, comes out with the spit. So the training already looking like it's paying off. Kanoa Igarashi says he is possessed by a dream. Preparation is done. It's time to lock in. It looks like he's locked that one up.
Wow.
I mean, if you're a...
This was insane. Watch that. Late under the hood. Pulling that rail.
I mean, that's textbook. Both those waves back to back. And this is where the judges really have their work cut out because they're similar rides, but vastly different in terms of the look of the wave.
But everything that Kanoa did, I mean, was so premeditated. The way that his foot was way out on that outer rail just to make sure that it engaged and clipped into the face of the wave. The way that he pumped under the hood over there and just kept his composure on that foam board and with that spit.
This was during the break. Carlos Munoz. Always good to have these two guys in a heat together.
Yeah,
nice. But that's how you get back on the board there.
Yeah, there we go. So just switching gears, putting his whole body in the face of that wave to slow down. Wow, does so well to make it out of this wave as he just goes sliding.
Straight back into it. Seth Moniz introducing himself to you again and riding his third wave. Comes out clean. He is just reveling in what we've already heard from a lot of locals and a lot of surfers alike. One of the best days of the season so far here at Pipeline. That angle made it, you could see how dramatic it was in the tube.
And here we go, Seth Moniz, all that weight forward. Stands tall, kicks out.
So is that hard? Because he's making it look very easy.
I mean, there's only a handful of people, right? There's so fun to see. I mean, it's just insane. watching these guys, and the judges, I mean, they're not fooled. They're watching every little intricate detail of what these guys are doing, how they bottom turning under that lip, how they pacing and thrusting through these waves.
So he did a couple subtle things in this tube that just show you how comfortable he is. Takes a look up at the look up at the lips, styles it out, smiles. He's messing around, having fun, making it look cool.
And just catching up with one of the Hawaiian Water Patrol, Abe Lerner, he was just saying, you know, the guys that were out there, like Baron Mamiya, Kanoa O'Leary, looks like Seth Moniz right now, just the hugest smile plastered across their face, laughing, wow, as you see a heavy wipe out.
And just like that, you know,
Tale of two.
Well, even Seth, as he said in that interview, yes, it's the best wave ever, but it's not a perfect wave, and you have to earn it.
But they do have to put in the hard yards. I mean, you see guys like Italo Ferreira, I mean, Kelly Slater from Cocoa Beach that's made this one of his pet events. See Carlos.
Pura Vida. Beautiful ride right there for Carlos Munoz.
And Griffin Colapinto, I mean, they're tapping on the shoulders of legends like Shane Dorian, Makua Rothman, Jamie O'Brien when he helped Adriano de Souza. So they're tapping into some of that local knowledge to expedite the learning process. Carlos Munoz tucking under the hood, burning off that speed so he can get deep. Cool to see him start to find those reps out here. He looks comfortable. I mean, we're talking about comfort level. Get back to that.
Igarashi pulls up high and tight, a little too tight, gets clamped down. He's looking for a backup. His last one was a 0.27. That'll probably be right there in that range as well. Meanwhile, Seth Moniz is throwing away 6.7 threes. You don't see baseball players showing photos of their quiver of bats that I know of, so just another reason why surfing's the best.
I know. Well, it never gets old getting those new boards, getting the quiver pack for a new location for a new year on tour.
And that right there, illustrating why Kanoa Igarashi is such a great competitor. Rode it clean. That'll be a number on the board for him. And meanwhile, Seth Moniz letting the rail go again. Crowd goes wild, as they should. These people know what's up with amazing surfing as Seth Moniz just does it again. I mean, he hit 3 of those no-handed backside tube rides. The scores tell the story. Seth Moniz, now we can say, dominant in that last.
How quick was that takeoff and just pulling the hand off the rail? That moment, just you can hear the shutters going off on the beach. The photographers keeping that moment. His inbox is going to fill up with all the photos of his amazing heat this morning. Even Kanoa, I mean, you can't help yourself when you're in the channel and you're seeing one of your really good friends get spat out of the tube.
But that's just full respect. It was Seth Moniz from beginning to end right there. He started with a 7.57, then dropped an 8.07. Now he locks it in with an 8.37. Seth Moniz gets the win. Kanoa Igarashi in second, but with the highest single wave score of the day, a 9-point ride. Carlos Munoz started with a disaster, but finished quite nice, a 5.67 and a 3.83. He'll be going on to round 2. Big heats in the books and more to